A senior apartment complex catches fire in Westland. Thanks to the actions of an 82-year-old man, everyone was able to make it out in time.
A chilling discovery only on Local 4, how a Metro Detroit man learned he was connected to the Las Vegas shooter.
Over to Green. A cross-spread drive by Fred.
The Wings open Little Caesars Arena with a victory. Or were the fans impressed with the new digs?
Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News at 11 starts now.
Good to have you with us tonight at 11. Off the top, a kitchen fire forces the evacuation of hundreds of residents at the Taylor Towers Senior Apartment Complex in Westland tonight.
But extremely fast work on the part of firefighters, and one 82-year-old resident saved the day. Let's get to Mara McDonald. She has a story tonight from Westland.
That kitchen fire went fast, smoke billowing through the building and alarms wailing. Fire and police were on the scene in seconds.
It's been amazing, when you see not only our fire department but the surrounding communities that were able to get out here so quick.
The seniors inside have nothing but praise for the firefighters. One woman telling us how she saw a firefighter rescuing her neighbor.
She's got a thing on her leg. She really can't walk. So I was ahead and I had to grab my dog because he doesn't like stairs. So I had to carry him down 10 flights. And he come down the hall then, and he literally had her on his back.
Those firefighters weren't the only ones doing the rescuing either. 82-year-old Fred Wolski lives on the 9th floor. The apartment next to him was the one that went up in flames.
There's nothing but full fire and blazing smoke where you couldn't see. Nobody could even to go in there. I went in there because I was asked to by the owner of that apartment to go in there and help him. He was on his knees already.
Mr. Wolski grabbed that neighbor and got him down 9 flights of stairs and then went back for his neighbor's wife, who was still in there.
I tried to get in there. I got in about maybe 10 feet into the apartment, and I just couldn't go any further.
By that time, firefighters were there and got her out. She and another resident were taken to the hospital for smoke inhalation. I asked Mr. Wolski why he was so brave. He just brushed it off.
Just instinct, young lady. Just instinct. Caring for one another.
Back here live, Mr. Wolski told me he really doesn't think that he did anything out of the ordinary. I asked him before he retired what did he do, and he said he had a grocery store in the Grosse Pointes, and he also was in the service. He drove a tank. Kimberly, Devin, back to you.
A humble individual indeed, Mara. Is everybody back inside now?
Most everybody is back inside. The fire marshal did air quality. They've got everybody from about floor 8 down in there. But if you take a look behind me, you can see there's a Red Cross truck and some others out here, just making sure people are comfortable until everybody can get back in. But at least 2 to 3 of those apartments aren't going to be habitable.
Yeah.
Back to you.
Glad it wasn't worse. Okay, Mara, we appreciate it. Devin?
Investigators are now trying to reconstruct the movements of Stephen Paddock and exploring the possibility that he had considered targeting other music festivals before settling on the one in Las Vegas. A service was held tonight for Charleston Hartfield. He's the off-duty Las Vegas police officer with ties to Metro Detroit who was killed in that attack. That service is being held the same time a Fraser man was discovering that he has a link to the Las Vegas gunman. And tonight he spoke to our Sean Lay about that chilling connection.
The name of the Las Vegas shooter has been bugging Howard Badaker here in Fraser all week long until tonight. He finally made the connection that he does have a deep connection with that gunman.
Right here, Stephen Paddock. I knew him. I went to school with him.
Howard Badaker flipping back the years to make a chilling discovery. Las Vegas shooter Stephen Paddock was a high school classmate of his out in Sun Valley, California. And there was an even deeper connection. The two were on the tennis team together.
Here I was here on the team, and here, Stephen Paddock.
Badaker lived and worked in Las Vegas for years. After news broke of the horrific mass shooting, Howard was busy checking on his son and sister, who still lived there, and both were okay. But then the name of the gunman was familiar to him, and he couldn't figure out why until the report today mentioned the gunman's high school, Howard's High School.
Stopped eating. I ran down to the basement. I'm going through books. She had to help me find it. And there was my yearbook with the picture in it.
Kind of eerie. You know, it's like they're on the same page together. That's way too close. in my book.
Banneker says the thing is, nothing stood out about Paddock in high school, lending no clues about why he would open fire the way he did this week. In Fraser, Sean Lay, Local 4.
Yeah. All right, Sean. Now to a Local 4 update on that terrible house explosion in Taylor, in which an elderly woman and her adult daughter died. We've learned tonight the daughter was dead before the explosion happened. So the medical examiner is working to determine her cause of death, as, of course, the cause of the explosion remains under investigation, too.
An Ann Arbor restaurant voluntarily closed today for cleaning after one of its employees was diagnosed with hepatitis A. The Washtenaw County Health Department says anyone who ate at Cardamom Restaurant between September 16th and October 3rd may have been exposed.
The symptoms of hepatitis A can range widely from a mild fever, upset stomach, to something very severe where you get hepatitis and liver failure.
Multiple counties have seen hepatitis A outbreaks in recent weeks. The hepatitis A vaccine may provide protection against the disease if given within 2 weeks of exposure. The opener at Little Caesars Arena did not disappoint.
New arena, same tradition. Just before the puck dropped, not one, not two, not even three, how about four octopi thrown on the ice. Some fans missed the Joe, but most seemed overwhelmed by the experience at the new arena.
I like the little things, like I like the Olympia sign, I like the manhole covers with the players' names and dates and stuff on it.
Better food, better lines, it's great.
You're not afraid to leave your seat when it's intermission. You know you'll be able to make it back in time for the next period.
Beautiful, so much room, plenty of bathrooms and plenty of beer stands.
Bathroom and beer.
If you're going to have one, you better have the other.
Absolutely. Jamie, you got to experience firsthand in a great way to open the new arena.
Perfect way to open the new arena. All the octopi and then all the goals. So
that helped too,
right? It's a nice way to kick off this new era in Hockey Town. And this will be a trivia question somewhere, someday. Who scored the first goal in that building? Well, the answer is Anthony Mantha. He also added 2 assists on the evening here in the third, brings it into the zone, stops short by the circle, feeds it to Martin Ferk, and he slaps it home. Fastest shot on the team, just blistering. The Red Wings win their home opener 4-2. And it was very exciting over there. We'll have much more coming up in sports.
There was a good buzz. You got to be a part of that as it was kicking off. It was a good buzz over there tonight.
Everyone was so excited and taking their selfies and like, you know, Snapchats.
Can't wait to get over there.
Great start.
All right, Jamie, we'll talk to you soon. A man who split a $5 million lottery jackpot more than 10 years ago is fighting for a bigger piece of the prize.
What he just found out that may lead to a much bigger paycheck.
And new video inside an elevator shows a disturbing case of animal cruelty. What led to the attack and the charges this woman now faces? Hi, Ben.
Hey, Kim, those incredibly warm temperatures that we had today going to take a little bit of a hiatus. Cool tomorrow, and it could see a few drops for the morning commute. We'll talk about better rain chances for the weekend coming up.
All right, Ben, but first, Botox, built for erasing wrinkles, but more young people are going under the needle to get it done.
But we are seeing people in their very late 20s and early 30s.
Why some are getting Botox before they have wrinkles. That's next.
How you begin. Botox is known for making your fine lines go away, but some patients are not waiting for them to show up.
I hate the way I just frown and my lines just constantly are always there.
Yeah, Botox is often a treatment considered to turn back time on your face, but now some people are getting Botox and other fillers before their fine lines become a problem.
Yeah, our Karen Drew explains the science behind getting these treatments earlier.
No one likes to see the signs of aging on their skin. Well, now doctors are seeing patients coming in younger and younger to keep those fine lines from getting too pronounced.
I'm good. 50-year-old Michelle Deutsch has been getting Botox for 10 years.
It makes you look more refreshed. I think it makes you look like you're rested.
She's a runner and spent a lot of time in the sun. She regrets not starting Botox sooner.
I just kind of feel that the Botox is amazing and it works really, really well. I realized that, you know what, it's time to be more preventative with this, more proactive and taking care of it and really keeping up with it.
It's not a bad thing to start early at all.
Dermatologist Dr. Stephen Grecken says there is no negative to considering treatments like Botox earlier in life.
The trend now is to start younger so that you don't even start to see these lines. And there's real science behind doing it this way. Skin that is relaxed actually produces extra collagen. So when you Botox these 11s or the forehead lines or even the smile lines, that skin stays younger, fresher, longer.
Greckin has seen patients in their late 20s, early 30s. First-time Botox patient Ha Win is in her early 30s. She called her dermatologist after noticing a little line in between her eyes.
I wanted to try to do Botox to try to help straighten that out and kind of smooth out that area.
Frown really hard for me? Alrighty, that's it.
For me to get Botox, it's more to prevent those wrinkles from coming in before it even starts.
Basically what you're doing is you're disrupting the connection from these fine muscles to the skin surface. There's really no reason to have that connection, and that does accentuate the look of aging. So when we get rid of that connection, the skin drapes naturally over the structures.
And it's not just Botox. Patients are considering fillers too.
Restylane, Juvederm, Voluma, Enhance, Refine, Define, all of the hyaluronic acid products that fill our skin actually help replace volume. So if you keep that younger fullness with fillers, when you start off younger, you actually prevent aging.
Now remember, there are no conclusive studies showing Botox is more beneficial when starting younger or less beneficial when using it later in life. Botox therapy can be dangerous if given incorrectly. Only get Botox under a doctor's care. It must be placed precisely to avoid side effects like pain, swelling, or bruising, headaches, droopy eyelids, or cockeyed eyebrows, a crooked smile, or even drooling. Greckin says because of demand, these treatments are becoming more affordable.
It's definitely worth the price for me. I would just keep doing it.
As for when you might want to consider getting Botox, a good rule of thumb, according to doctors, is when the lines that you have with movement start to stay at rest. It's a good time to go to a board-certified dermatologist and then just start the conversation. I'm Karen Drew, back to you.
It's a big business.
That needle to the face is kind of a interesting little thing.
I don't like needles.
I always say the only thing worse than getting older is not getting older.
No, that's true.
Karen is back at it again tomorrow night. Here's a look at what else she's working on.
Two different women with two different reasons, battling the same monster.
I've had several surgeries. I've had lymph nodes removed.
Melanoma crosses their path.
I think she'd be proud of us, everything that we've done.
What they're doing about it is saving lives. Tomorrow at 11.
Well, Ben was over at Beacon Park, just a couple blocks from here, for that big Michigan State pep rally earlier today. But what a day and night for all these things,
Just
right?
fantastic, right? I don't want it to end, especially headed into the weekend, but we know we got some rain.
We do, and I'll tell you, just being around there, I mean, you just look around and your jaw kind of drops.
Yeah, they've really done quite a job over there,
It's
isn't it?
amazing,
Yeah.
just filled with pride watching all that. But yeah, it could get a little wet this weekend. In fact, it's wet right now in spots as those scattered showers have been, well, kind of moving, chugging along 94 for the most part as they move from west to east. There is more back here off to the north and west, and you can see quite a bit of thunderstorms coming in off the lake. Now, that's obviously going to start to weaken a lot as it gets away from the instability of the water there, but we will be seeing at least chances of rain that are going to move back in towards tomorrow morning's commute. Now, the stuff that's out there tonight, well, there you go, about 2 100ths in Flint, maybe 1/100th of an inch down there in Monroe, and those are at our reporting stations. Maybe a little bit more outside of that, but not by much. It has been a fantastic evening downtown Detroit. You see the LCA all lit up down there. 65 is where we sit right now. Very light winds. Pressure is on the high side, but not enough to keep the rain away. And we've still got to talk about Nate. It is now a tropical storm with 40-mile-an-hour winds moving away from the coast of Honduras. Looks like it is going to move right over Cancun and then eventually make landfall pretty close to New Orleans. And this is going to be late Saturday night. The timeline's moved up a little bit. So this is going to be probably midnight into early Sunday morning as a Category 1 hurricane. Then it starts curving back to the north and east. And even though it will be a tropical storm by the time we get into early Monday, you can see the proximity to Detroit. So we're going to have to keep an eye on it to see if there's any effects for us with clouds or rain as Nate makes its way inland. So as far as rainfall for us goes this weekend, much better chances going forward. This is the brand new run of the computer model, and it is a lot wetter than what we were looking at earlier. So this is 7 a.m. You can see showers moving through, especially our south zone. This is sort of the continuation of that stuff that we just showed you on radar back over Lake Michigan. Most of tomorrow, at least during the heart of the day, is going to be dry. And then as we get into the evening hours, scattered showers start moving back. Not good news for high school football tomorrow night. Then mostly dry on Saturday. We will see maybe a couple blips here and there, but this is interesting. The cold front that's coming through looks later, but you can see how intense it is. There's definitely some oranges and reds here. Not only are we expecting thunderstorms, but it looks like we could see gusts over 50 miles an hour. So there's a possibility that some of the thunderstorms within this line could be severe. Right now, the timing of this front looks like it's going to cross Ann Arbor at about 10 o'clock. So towards the end of the game out there at the Big House. Keep that in mind if you're going to be out there tailgating or if you've actually got a ticket and you're going inside. 69 is where we're going for a high temperature tomorrow. Much cooler compared to what we had today. South zone temperatures touching 70, and those should be the warm spots. Out in our west zone, generally upper 60s here. And north of M59, not a whole lot of difference with the clouds around. The range is going to be pretty tight tomorrow for those highs. And then we do sneak up to 81. If we are able to get some sunshine, I would not be surprised if we actually make the mid-80s going into Saturday. Yeah, it's going to be one of those days, but that storm, that front's going to be pretty vigorous. Yeah. So be aware if you're going to be outside on Saturday.
Primetime game Saturday night, yeah.
All right, Ben. Well, is it too little too late? Quarterback Cam Newton releases a video apology for the sexist comment that cost him a sponsorship.
Also, a woman repeatedly kicks a small dog inside an elevator. What police say set her off, coming up.
Introduce.
The director of the Michigan State Police met with members of the Legislative Black Caucus in Lansing today. The meeting comes after Colonel Christy Etchew shared a Facebook meme calling NFL players degenerates for kneeling during the national anthem. She said the meeting was productive and once again apologized for the post.
The high school student who discharged a gun during a struggle with police was arraigned today. Garrett Brodeur is charged with attempting to disarm an officer, resisting, assault, and battery. The incident occurred after police responded to a call about Brodeur assaulting his ex-girlfriend.
Dan Gilbert is closer to his dream of a soccer stadium in Detroit. Wayne County and the city of Detroit reached a deal to swap land. Wayne County gets land to build a new criminal justice complex. Detroit gets the old American Motors headquarters, and this clears the way for Dan Gilbert to buy the failed jail site on Gratiot. This next video is tough to watch. A woman in Florida caught kicking her dog inside an elevator.
According to police, she was upset that the dog had gone to the bathroom inside the elevator. Security at the condo complex saw the video. They reported her. The woman has been arrested and charged with animal cruelty. The dog was seized and now undergoing medical treatment. Another member of President Trump's cabinet facing questions over the use of private jet travel. According to the Treasury Department's Office of Inspector General, Treasury Secretary Steve Mnuchin has flown on a military jet 7 times since March at a cost of more than $800,000. Despite the high price tag, the report found that Mnuchin broke no laws. The investigation comes after Tom Price, of course, resigned as Health and Human Services Secretary after racking up at least $400,000 in travel bills on chartered flights.
A Colorado man who was one of the 3 winners of a $4.8 million jackpot is now suing the Colorado State Lottery for his fair share. The drawing in question is from 2005. The lawsuit states that he should be declared the sole winner because the other 2 winners were linked to a nationwide conspiracy to rig lottery drawings. He's seeking about $4 million from the state lottery. Late tonight, Carolina Panthers quarterback Cam Newton released a video apologizing for what some say was a sexist and belittling comment toward a female reporter.
Here's what got him into trouble after she asked a question about a receiver's route running.
It's funny to hear a female talk about routes. Like, it's funny. But
you seem to be the only one to think so.
Laughing.
No.
Yeah.
Today, Newton was the subject of a lot of criticism, lost an endorsement deal with Dannon Yogurt over it.
Yeah, so tonight he responded in a Facebook video.
My word choice was extremely degrading and disrespectful to women. And to be honest, that was not my intentions. And if you are a person who took offense to what I said, I sincerely apologize to you.
Newton went on to ask for forgiveness. Of course, the Panthers play here in Detroit against the Lions
that's
on
right.
Sunday. Yeah.
Well, when my husband found out I could read NFL defenses, he asked to get married. That was the second time. So, like, that's really what his reaction should be.
Good move, Brian. Very nicely done. That's fantastic.